Or better ball inside the area, and Kane's claiming he was being pulled down there. And the Spurs players surround David Coote, who will wait for further instruction from the...
Gets the foul.
Just deflated Newcastle, that second goal, as you would expect. A little bit feisty.
Dan Burn. Ruben Diaz. Haaland wants to get involved as well. Quite sure why he's so angry, Erling Haaland.
And that's a contest. Burn and Haaland, similar stature.
It seemed to be something over nothing, didn't it, really?
Burn wasn't happy with something Grealish did when he was on the floor.
Getting frustrated. Oh, and Anthony's reacted angrily here. And both sets of players have lost control for the moment. Jordan Ayew being grabbed by the scruff of the neck. And the team of officials will likely need the video assistant to try and digest what just happened.
Roger Marin and the referee stepped away to try and diffuse it. It hasn't actually happened so far. It's just holding. Both teams are over there.
Ødegaard's down and in pain for Arsenal, so they're essentially playing with 10 as it stands. Then Coutinho went in on Saka. He's not happy. Douglas Luiz did likewise, and now he's getting very untidy at the end of the first half.
I didn't like that challenge on him. Saka immediately jumped up. So someone against, it was Buendia.
Ødegaard still down, as you can see. Referees these days just leave it, don't they? Let it burn out, and then they'll go and work out what they're going to do. The biggest concern for anybody here is Martin Ødegaard. He's
towards Ivan Toney, and that's a snapshot which is really well hit. Well, if that had crept in, that would have settled it completely.
What's going on there? He's jumped over the goalkeeper. He's not kicked out at him. The keeper's made a great save here, and he's not... Why get involved? Stupid.
Here we go. Here we go. It's Xhaka again.
Granit Xhaka, who was shown red against Liverpool last season in the League Cup, squaring up to Trent Alexander-Arnold, locking antlers.
He's not shy of a spat, and you would think with his experience he would back off something like that, especially as they're 2-0 up.
Fernandes does put the issue beyond doubt. Manchester United will be back in European football's Premier Club competition next season. Their captain leading them there.
There's a little bit of after that's the question's not happy, but it's cool as you like. Bruno Fernandes, he just waits for Kepa to step to the right. There's a little look, sees him go, and puts it the other way, and then there's a little bit of afters. Fernandes involved. It was Azpilicueta who started it with a couple of United players.
An epic Hugo Lloris error gave them a helping hand, both literally and figuratively. Martin Ødegaard added an excellent second. An angry reaction from Spurs fans at the end of this game, and players from both teams wading in to try and protect Aaron Ramsdale here. Unseemly scenes at the end of a game that had a little feisty element to it. At the Tottenham fans' frustrations.
And Xhaka! Away by Van Dijk, they scream penalty! He gives a penalty! Chaos and calamity
in the Liverpool penalty area. Jesus beats the ground. But his pain is Arsenal's opportunity.
Well, this is brilliant football, and looking at that, I just wonder how much contact there is here. Minimal, I would say. Makes the most of this. He's going to give it. Certainly not an overruling situation by VAR, but
it's getting heated.
It's soft.
And it's finished. It's only just started. In terms of dugout drama, it's been on a short fuse really for much of the game. And Conte has certainly been red carded. That will have an implication down the line. Touchline bans.
Show. Teasing Cash, but Cash sticks to the task again. Corner kick. Oh, and something off the ball. And Ronaldo involved, and Mings involved. And this is something for Anthony Taylor to sort out for now.
This is going to be interesting, because there is certainly an off the ball. Ronaldo and Tyrone Mings, they are.
Headed back across by Moore, and Pickford gets there, and Mina helps him out.
Oh, there's a fight going on the line. Moore and Pickford. Oh. Oh, it's Solanke. Mina likes a little bit of that as well, doesn't he? He's always there. I mean, in the midst of all that, I think Conor Cody has made an incredible clearance on the line.
Looking for Solanke, and Jordan Pickford might have his name taken as well.
Ambitious.
Anderson is the player down now, and clearly the referee saw something, because he's just shown Darwin Nunez a red card. Anderson left on the ground while everyone was looking elsewhere, but the referee...
It's getting fiery again.
Response from Nketiah.
The more
You can make something happen out of nothing. With it being as isolated as Everton striker has been this evening, may have worked.
Well, Pickford didn't like that Robertson kicked the ball away. And now Cody and Robertson just calming things down, aren't they? That's it.
Well, I said before about Andy Robertson being back to his normal self, and he does antagonise the opposition at different times, so...
Well, I was about to say, it's the most smiliest fights I've seen, but they've all got a bit serious now. Van Dijk getting involved as well. What would a derby be without Silliness?
This is the kind of fight you expect in the first minute.
So what you do, listen, you don't want anyone doing anything silly, getting sent off, no one wants that. Sean Dyche certainly doesn't want that when the game's coming up. Someone needs to get hold on that, they might do something stupid.
Yeah, Simicast and Onana not happy.
It's expected of him, not just in possession like you just said, that the work that he does off the ball is so important as well.
Parte's in danger of losing his rag. He was wound up a little bit there by Grealish beforehand. I mean, one or two little flashpoints tonight where it's just threatened to boil over.
So just getting wound up since the concession of that second goal just before half-time. They know it's not going their way, but they cannot let the discipline goal. They've still got really important games to come that they've got to win.
Passage of play that rather sums up what the game's been like in this first half. Charlison and Ziyech. Something got a little bit out of hand here, and Stuart Atwell might need some help from VAR on this.
Well, it has been simmering, hasn't it? And it only takes a little spark to turn into flames. I mean, it was much ado about nothing, really.
Darren Cann is a very experienced assistant referee. They would have had a good angle on it.
Down goes McAllister, Anthony, who has been really fired up, and look at this, responding to Lewis Dunk. His temper is simmering over here, and Manchester United teammates are trying to get in there to calm him down. You could see that coming.
Well, it's all happening, isn't it? Checking a red card for Anthony. They checked a penalty at the other end, and Erik ten Hag was unhappy about a challenge on Rashford.
Frustration at the lack of new faces brought in, and then coming together off the ball there between Mopé and Zinchenko. Mopé going down holding his face, Zinchenko with an angry reaction. I think he feels that there was absolutely no contact with the Frenchman's face at all. Mopé lies with a grin on his face as the skirmish ensues around him.
This all started with an ugly swipe really from Mopé on Zinchenko. That's how it started.
Well, this is what happened.
There's the kick out from Mopé. Zinchenko didn't like it.
Tony's still down. Morgan Ferguson wanted the game stopped and basically made sure it was.
Oh, we've got a bit of coming together. I think Everton feel that was a cynical foul to try and stop the game. They're probably right, but to Andre Mariner these days, if he feels that there's a head injury or reason to stop the game, otherwise you play on.
It'll be Mahrez to deliver, Robertson to cut it out at the cost of a corner. 6 minutes of normal time to go until the break.
Yeah, it's Akanji and Henderson.
They went behind. That's given us an excellent demonstration of it all. Darren Ingram comes to the top. Having got themselves back into the game, have Everton just shot themselves in the foot here?
But what a kick. I think it's better.
Well, I saw that one coming about 3 seconds earlier.
Yeah, it was Rodrigo. Couldn't keep a lid on his frustrations and then gets a yellow card.
Referee spotted a foul in there. Free kick to Manchester City.
Best to react.
Anthony Taylor's whistle goes. There's going to be a yellow card coming out here for Walker Peters.
It was a little cheap from Henry to give that one away.
Yeah, good tracking from Sterling.
Boils over a little between Fofana and Henry. Frustration between the two players. Will be coming out. It's a yellow one that's in Andy Mann.
Battling his way through, and the ball is broken from McCarthy.
And he's stronger than people think in those situations, Salah, when he's backing in defenders.
As Lianco, he's always a little bit of pushing and shoving as far as he's concerned, just trying to wind players up. And immediately he gets Gakpo at it.
Gibbs White almost emerging with possession. Gabriel had a couple of nibbles. And a yellow card is the result. And Jorginho acting as pacemaker. Everything he can to take Gabriel away from the situation, and Serge Aurier, who's no shrinking violet, was in there as well.
Great play this is Morgan Gibbs. Look at that, charging across Gabriel. Ward tangling with Kane. There's a confrontation inside the penalty area as Zaha grabs the ball off Fraser Forster.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Bit short instead, but Loon again, back defending. It's important in both boxes.
Something went on off the ball there. I think Yerry Mina's hit the deck. There's a little bit of contact between himself and Rodri, but that didn't seem too much. Keep an eye left of the screen.
Put out a play and cleared away.
Gakpo gets through a Kanji. Rodri's got to be careful, having just received a yellow card a moment ago. And look how unhappy the Liverpool players are with that.
Well, that's becoming a habit now this season, seeing players in...
Picking out Enciso. That's a foul by Luke Shaw. In the 94th minute, the drama of an attacking Brighton free kick.
Foul onto Veltman. Spotted, and it is getting fiery now on the touchline. Exchanged, and there are people that need to be held back. Well, the one person that's not getting involved is Christian Silliness.
Arsenal corner, Jesus wants to get that ball back quickly. Bednary. Feels like this game might be a little fiery.
We've had 5 in this version already, with around 18 minutes left to play. Now it's all getting a little silly between Niakate and Henderson.
As it swung in, and he came through a lot of traffic to make contact with the ball, but the whistle had gone anyway.
The title pendulum swings heavily in City's favour under a blue moon in Manchester. 3 championships in a row, and maybe even an historic treble remains in the hands of Pep Guardiola's team. 2 tonight for Kevin De Bruyne.
McTominay having just a little kick out there at Coleman, who took exception to it. Gray and Malacia both involved as well. A game in which there's barely been any hint at all of a foul challenge. That's the first thing that referee Michael Oliver's had to get involved with, really.
Seamus Coleman just drops on the ball and prevents Scott McTominay.
Alisson was uncertain. João Felix, and not for the first time tonight. Chelsea at the key moment can't keep it down.
Yeah, that is a good chance, that. As Joel Matip puts his head on that, Alisson is miles off his line. Now he's scrambling back.
The World Cup for Hamburg and Leo Longstaff goes down the Gay here. Gay is the latest player. The Newcastle players are going in to form their own protection squad.
It just adds to the frustration for Everton. They know what Newcastle do.
This stage of the game for West Ham. And then again has a kick out off the ball on Edouard.
Yep, silly there.
And the VAR has just asked for the restart to be delayed. They will look at that.
Foden hasn't fully cleared. Back in bravely by Robertson, who's been fouled. Free kick to Liverpool.
Robertson, I think, unhappy because he was in the air when the contact was made, and that can always...
Grealish, down he goes again. Romero, who's already on a card, could be in trouble. Referee reaches for the notebook, and it's going to be a second yellow. Tottenham will finish this game with 10 men. There is not long to go.
So direct with their play as well. Good running from Henry. And Frank and De Zerbi, and they're coming together here. And we saw the warm-up act with Tony and Veltman, but it's gone to a new level here.
That was no Conte and Tuchel, was it?
Absolutely not.
I just think Thomas Frank was trying to get to the ball quickly. It was just a coming together with the player from Brighton. It just escalates. There was nothing really, but just that enthusiasm to get the game started and get going.
Equally, Leeds have made it a real difficult task for them.
Regains possession, gets the free kick to tumultuous ovation on that far side, and Jacob Ramsey's in the thick of it again. This time he is getting booked.
Yeah, and somehow you thought Douglas Luiz would get involved. I think Brennan Johnston has done well, because as soon as they touched heads, Williams and Ramsey, he was immediately on side to just pull them apart. But it was like rugby for a little bit.
All the way by Gabriel. Oh, he then went down. Was there a little bit of nonsense there between the two?
I think Bamford's barged into him to start with, and then I think he's kicked out as he's fallen to the ground. We'll see that Bamford
All seems rather needless, and it's a red card for Gabriel. And a penalty kick is given. It is free kick to Arsenal. No penalty for Leeds.
strength against Bernardo Silva. Should he get it back? It's become an arm wrestle now.
Yeah.
The simmering became a furious boiling. Jurgen Klopp sees red on a day that his team might just be dragging themselves back into the fringes of the title race. Yeah. This is what it means. This is how important it is. Egos are being bruised.
Ball to Bruyne and Arteta having words now.
See, I don't mind that. It just shows a bit of passion from both of them. Silly, but...
Premier League record for the fastest to that mark. It's coming his 14th game. 7 matches quicker than Kevin Phillips. As out comes the yellow card for Matthias Klick.
Decision, I think, that.
And that is that! A performance of ferocious intensity. And the ferocity continues after the whistle. Has earned Newcastle 3 points here. Well, the battle continues to rage. Cool heads need to prevail. Chelsea hugely frustrated. But Newcastle took a real fevered edge into this game. They didn't...
15 attempts to 0 from Fulham so far. The forecast is for an awful lot more. Wilson getting into a shoving match with Reid. Referee just trying to calm the area.
Down goes Gordon. VAR will have a look at that, of course. And then a foul by Idris again. The game will just be halted while that incident is mulled over. level of silliness off the ball. Anthony Gordon and Kieran Trippier, and then it all gets silly. Something out of absolutely nothing, really.
Something's obviously been said because every Newcastle player's gone up to Gordon and having a word with him.
Most likely to get a late winner. That's going to be a free kick to Newcastle. And then Joel Linton not happy with Elise here. It has to be quickly calmed down. Pope just going to grab the ball. It's going to be a yellow card here, at least one. Joel Linton still needing to be calmed down. The Crystal Palace players will want him to calm down.
But that particular part of the script anyway. Clear pull by Nketiah on Lianco, who will do well not to react. Well, he did. Just checked the colour of the card there, didn't he? Certainly lost his cool.
Very quick here, and now Skamaka being surrounded by Everton players. Rice trying to calm Tarkovsky down.
You see what sense there, but I mean, you see if it was more jumping in together. I don't think he caused him an elbow in the face or anything like that. It was more towards the back of the shoulder, maybe I'm wrong.
Closest to him.
Again, no need for that. I get the...
To sort out here. Spurs holding off Guimaraes and a few peacemakers rushing in to try and calm this down right at the end.
A lot of this is born in frustration, I think, from Newcastle. They'll be frustrated with...
Adebayo to leave it. Oh, there's a fallout in the centre circle. Mitrovic getting under the skin of Scott McKenna, who had to bite his lip, count to 10, walk away.
Mahrez or De Bruyne? Will be De Bruyne. Good delivery off the post from Stones. And that is quite the tackle there from Erling Haaland. And a lot of the Everton players have come running over. He gets a yellow card.
Maitland-Niles can't keep that in play. Maitland-Niles really annoyed with Mepham for sliding in, even though the ball had gone out. And they are forehead to forehead, exchanging choice words. He's really annoyed because he could see the ball was going out of play and Mepham still slid in. I think he was just committed to the challenge.
There's no need for all the afters at all, is there? Ainsley Maitland-Niles going head-to-head with Chris Mepham. Intrigued to see the way the referee did
to keep it and not do that with Ward down the field. Play on again, says Hooper, the referee, and Buemo.
Well, the referee's now brought it back to penalise Wilfried Zaha for the initial challenge.
Doing it, Guimaraes. Never ever a penalty.
Never a penalty, and it's the wrong decision from Longstaff as well. He hesitates, he waits too long on that ball. I don't think he knows what he wants to do with it. And the moment disappears into thin air.
It was looking pretty desolate, wasn't it? Well, now Sanchez and Shea Adams getting involved. And bear in mind that Robert Sanchez has just been cautioned as well. Did he raise his arms towards Shea Adams there? And if he did, Brighton's goalkeeper has a problem. That's why Lewis Dunk is steaming in here to make sure his goalkeeper calms himself down. Rob Jones once again in the thick of it all. Has got help, of course, to try and get to the bottom of this situation.
Pleased with the starting 11 here. And Ramsey retaliating on Yates. He has been caught a few times. It's indication of the individual back.
And Zaha leaves one in there. That's a yellow at the very least.
And he'll react now as soon as the Everton players get in and around him.
I feel like this has been coming a little bit. What's the punishment for Wilfried Zaha? Oh, Mateta hand on the neck of Tarkowski. I think the video assistant is going to have to scan through about a minute's worth of stuff here.
Well, I think it's because Tarkowski comes running over and makes the first contact in and around Zaha for retribution. That's what his teammates Zaha are trying to stick up for him in terms of Tarkowski doing that.
Brought down. A little bit of factors involving Adams, but there will be no punishment from Michael Oliver, who's just told the players to go off the pitch. I don't think he's too impressed here with what he's seen from Jorginho. The Chelsea player.
Challenge from Gordon, which is going to earn him a booking.
Yeah, I think he...
Replaced by Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think I did refer to the possibility of him not returning for the second half, Fred.
Rashford.
Yeah, but this is encouraging. This is better, and the crowd have got to feed off this now and motivate the players that little bit more.
Goal kick. Now we'll see whether Xhaka can keep his cool. Kovacic, Saliba, they're all in there, right in front of the Arsenal supporters. Fingers being pointed down there.
Those players are just trying to get Granit Xhaka out of it. 1-0 up. Still got it in him.
To play it early, but they came into trouble. That's it's gone off now. And Stuart Atwell gave the free kick. That was all Harry Kane.
He might be happy it rests at that. Oh, Ronaldo involved quite unnecessarily, really, with Joel Veltman.
Well, it's a 12-man game at the moment.
Tonight, Zaha cannot get around Jorgensen. Jorgensen's having a real go at Zaha. They just need to cool it, but it has got fiery right at the finish here tonight. Cavallo, Salah. Liverpool have got a goal.
And it doesn't quite clear it enough on the first one. There's a row going on between Salah and Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes has been booked.
In trouble.
Alvarez. Grealish caught again by Alexander-Arnold. More pressure on the referee, Simon Hooper.
Mings and Konsa are the focus. Awani and Mings is the issue here for Anthony Taylor. Konsa also having a part to play. We're going to see a yellow card, I think.
He suits Patrick Vieira and Palace's situation a good deal more than Liverpool's. There's a yellow card after the whistle for Joachim Andersen.
Aki
Romero absolutely taking his time there, and Manchester City are appealing.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at this one.
Video assistant referee.
And Yates got caught there. And Caicedo hurt himself in the process. Stand to be corrected. I think that he had his eyes on the ball. There's an angry reaction from the Forest players towards Caicedo. I don't think they were...
Now there's a game of push and shove involving Norgard. Arsenal are happy with the challenge. Norgard would argue that the ball was there to be won. Well, that underlines just how tough.
And Ødegaard involved. He was fouled. Eric Dyer with the angry reaction, and Ben White, no shrinking violet. Getting a yellow card for his reaction.
Manchester United get the free kick. I suppose Varane may argue that his shirt was being pulled too. It was a real tussle between the two.
Granit Xhaka taking it on inside the penalty area. Big handball shot that time.
I mean, VAR will look at it, but I just wonder whether proximity will be an issue here.
Every Arsenal player in the ear of an official somewhere.
Well, it's Murphy who's trying to get back there. Yeah.
Home patch. Well, we touched on it in the build-up to kick-off here, and a little bit of frustration between Tielemans and Willock will need to be diffused by the referee.
Brighton continue to dominate possession. Spurs are just going to sit back further and further the next few minutes.
Well, McAllister and Højbjerg just exchanging a few words.
Beyond Aaron Ramsdale, and this looks such a long way back now for Arsenal in the second half. There's a problem here with Ben White on the ground, and it's all started to flare up involving Grealish and Jesus and others. It's right in front of the assistant here.
Just a little kick out, I think, from Diaz on Ben White, but Arsenal just letting that emotion over spill again. Just need to keep a lid on it.
There's been a fight in the spirit about Liverpool today, and there's a frustration growing ever deeper within their opponents.
So a change then for Brighton.
Romero's gone to the ground.
Julio and Ciso is going to change, but it's Romero who's gone down.
He was trodden on by Lewis Dunk.
Coming into the second half, a little over-eager by Tete, who collides off the ball with Grealish. Few shenanigans, a few afters, bit of pushing and shoving. I don't think there was anything too sinister in it. The initial challenge from Tete, perhaps a little too much. Then there was a frank exchange of views between the two.
Yeah, it has been a key one-on-one battle, Grealish against Tete. It's been simmering, looks like he's boiled over.
So is there, and Kane can clear it.
Cisco with the header, didn't quite connect with it off the shoulder. of Eric Dyer, and there's a challenge on.
Excellent defending by Villa, and that was not the best or the most pleasant of challenges we're going to see today from Norgard. The yellow card is definitely going to follow when the players' tempers have just settled a little bit.
The problem there for Douglas Luiz, he picked the ball up, and because everybody in an Aston Villa shirt was back defending.
Slow down and.
Well, it's a good job Roberto De Zerbi is actually not on the bench because he may have run onto the field. Yeah, it's a foul by Lewis Dunk.
A little bit too heavy. Kulusevski, as a result of that, forced to give a free kick away, and then just colliding with Rico Henry. It was an angry reaction from the Brentford left-back, who I think felt that Kulusevski kicked him when he was on the ground. I don't know whether there was any intent in it, but there did appear to be contact. It's a poor challenge on Coleman. With Felipe off the ball. Colback is in there as the peacemaker. Gibbs White trying to ease Iwobi out of the way. This is becoming an increasingly difficult game to referee.
I said it was simmering. It's in danger of boiling over.
Was helped out by Ayling, and then McNeil just charged into him. Well, we always thought this might happen in such a big game. Now it's getting quite out of hand. And there will be repercussions from this, you would think. There are a few there who have
Players involved. Decore definitely seems to lose himself. And Medlier with his legs sticking out at one point as well, trying to contain. It'd be great to see the referee having a word. Couple of yellow cards. Let's move on.
This second period has simply burst into life. Fred's got to get a booking for that challenge on Jack Grealish.
Yeah, Casemiro's down on the ground injured, but he made a lunge at Grealish there in trying to take him down, and he was
Cleared into him, and it ricocheted Forest's way, and they end up with a free kick. Then Godfrey wires into a challenge, and Gibbs White and McNeil are getting involved, and there's even more heat in it at the start of the second half. This matters, and you can tell.
We saw plenty of challenges.
To keep these Jamal Soares rather, but
points, they would still be behind Aston Villa and Tottenham. They would stay in 8th. Anthony is very pent up here.